which are listed under my venture. So you have to go through whatever is asked in that questionnaire that has to be filled, which will be popped up here. Right? And you can view all the slides, and once the complete venture is completed, you can download your slides. And you also have an AI assistant which will help you to define your problem statement or define your kind of solution that you are proposing, and also refine how you can modulate your customer questionnaire. See, whenever I want to build any particular solution, you need to identify whether that solution is feasible or not. So you need to identify who are your right customers. So this AI model will help you to identify your right customers segment, which will later help you what kind of questionnaire should I pose to them so that I would get the feedback, and accordingly you can refine your solution. Right? So at the end, you also have the complete section to be done. Once it is done, you can download your presentation, and that is what you will be using for your pitch deck. Fine. So are all the instructions clear? So what are all the activities that you are supposed to do? Can I get an answer from your side? What are all the activities that we are supposed to do during these 4 days? First job to be done is you have to code yourself, you have to be onboarded on the portal, right? What is your second task? You have to create your own venture first, right? Who will be creating this venture? It is team leader. And what would be the content to be given in the venture? You should title your name, give some good name, identify the problem statement which has to be entered there, and you also have to give what is the proposed solution that you are going to give, right? So that starts with creating venture. What is the third job? What is the third task? You have to listen to all the modules, right? And remember, venture creation is a group activity, fine, but completing the task of listening the mandatory things is individual task. Each one of you has to complete your own task, right? Your progress sheet will tell you how far you have done. And there are also 2 assessments that will be done, which is for 25 marks, which will be done after a few segments, right? And it is mandated that you should clear those 2 tests as well. 2 assessments will be done, and all of you have to clear those assessments. Only then you will be given your certificate. So the first milestone to be crossed is what? 2 assessments which are given there. Right? First assessment will be after module 4. Second assessment will be after module 6. Right? Is that clear? And third task is what? You have to identify your problem statement aligned with one of the SDGs. Right? And how do you formulate your problem statement? All that we will cover under design thinking principles. Till here, any questions for any one of you? Right? So tomorrow morning when you are coming back, what is that we will check? I'll list out. Now design thinking session will be completed. So we will check what is that you have filled in module 1. So if you see here, there are few activities listed, right? Activity 1.1 and activity 1.2, which are aligned with problem statement identification and also relating to the domain in which you are solving that problem. These are the 2 things you have to fix up before coming for tomorrow morning, right? Not audible? Switch. So, based on the input given, so based on the, is that audible? Yeah. So based on the input given, You are supposed to complete these 2 activities before coming for tomorrow's morning session. Clear? Yes? Are we ready for the first session on design thinking? Sir? We'll give a break or shall we continue? Are you ready to continue or you want a break? Please just take.
అర్థం చేస్తుంది మెటల్ బాడీ కదా సో అట్లా 10 సంవత్సరాలు మొత్తం వైర్ కేబుల్స్ వచ్చేస్తున్నాయి డైరెక్ట్ పవర్ వచ్చేస్తుంది బ్యాటరీ కాకుండా డైరెక్ట్ పవర్
Take one small paper. Take one paper. Before starting with design thinking, let us do a small activity. Take one A4 size paper from your notebook. Please stay back. We request you all to please stay back. We request you all to please stay back. Please stay back. College buses are leaving at 5:30. We have taken the confirmation. Please stay back. Please stay back. Don't worry about your transport. There is a college bus which is arranged at 5:30 and our sessions should go on till 6 o'clock. Okay? We will give you a break for eating, okay? We will do a small activity, right? After that, we will understand design thinking principles, then take a break. Are you with me? How many of you are with me? Raise your hands. Very good. Good boys, right? Okay. Now please take a paper. Please take a paper. I want everyone to do that. Please take a paper and with that paper make a small snack box to your friend. Hope you know what is a snack box. Yes? Snack box. It could be to eat murmura, whatever it is, anything. But I want you to prepare something where you can give it to your friend who will use it to put something to eat. Right? You have to make with the paper. Take a paper, take a paper, take a paper, right? It can be any rough paper, but I want you to make a small packet where you are gifting it to your friend and your friend should use it to put something and then use it to eat. Yes? It's up to you what you wanted to give to your friend. It's a snack box, you are making it for your friend whom you love so much. You wanted to gift it to them, right? Huh? want, right? I have kept it open for you. How you prepare, for what purpose you are making. I did not mention anything, right? Accessories as well. Very good. What's your name? Huh? Yes, sure. He is here with preparation. Any friends? I don't find anybody preparing. You tear the paper. In that paper, what kind of box you want to make for your friend? It hold some snack. It can be any snack. You should know. You have ever used that way? Yes, everybody is ready? Okay. Those are prepared. Can you just lift up your hand up and show what is the type of snack box you have prepared? Put it little up, let others also see what you have done. Let others also see what you have done. So this is one form of snack prepared, right? And I could see many of them have done this. Now let us go with some things which are said to be unique. Yeah. So this is one snack plate he has prepared. What is that you wanted to put in this and then use? Sweets and probably pizza, right? Okay. Okay. There is another form of it. And what is the purpose of this? What do you want to put in this? French fries. Okay. Anything else? Any other form? Even this is same, right? Any other thing which is different? It is again same, right? Okay. Anything else? To whom you have prepared? Can you convince your friend to buy it? Can you convince your friend to buy it? What is the purpose of this? She has came up with 2 bowls, kind of containers. What is the purpose of it? One side ketchup and one side. So one side ketchup and the other side fries. Very nice. Any other different forms? Yes, I could see one which is at the end. Good. So I find one more special form of it which is having lid. Right? It is having lid. Very nice. Anything else? Anything else which is different? Yeah. So here it is one more. What is the purpose of this? He wants to use for murmuri. Very good. Any other different forms? For candies or Frankie, there is again a different shape. Now, as I told you, can you market that and sell it to your friend? Can you market and sell it to your friend? Yes? For how much? This is another shape. Right? Yeah. Who is selling it at a best price? What is the purpose of this? So if they want to put 4 different types of curries, this is best suitable, right? Good. Yes, make 4 cups. Okay. I have my first question to you. Did you try to sell it to your friend? Did they buy? Did they buy? How much did they pay you? Huh? No exchange. It's not a barter system. It's not a barter system, right? Huh? No. Okay. I have first question to you. Before making snack box, did you ask your friend what is the purpose? I said you are preparing a snack box for your loved ones, right? So when you are preparing a snack box, have you put a right question to your friend asking how they are going to use it? That's what. That is the first mistake as an inventor we are going to do. Never ever assume that the end user will like this, will not like this. That would be the blunder that we are going to do as an innovator. What you should do? You should first know whom you are preparing for. Right? Second thing, before making your snack box, it would have been better if you had raised the right questions to your friend asking what would be the purpose of it. Make sense? Yes? Does it make sense? Yes or no? Right. Then third thing is, you have to make an estimate with the paper what you had in your hand. Can I make it? Make sense? Yes? Right. What is the fourth thing? Again, at the end of the day, I have to sell it to the person. So you should know whether he will buy it at the price that you are going to fix. So these are the main essential things that any innovator should keep in mind before proposing any solution. Right? Did we do all these things when we were doing our projects? How many of you are in third year? Quite a good number. How many of you are in second year? Very nice. How many of you are in first year? Good number. So, I would say that the students who are in first year, they have 4 long years to do their project with the right thought process. Right? And those who are in second year, still they have. But third years, I know their half leg is on placements and half leg is in here. In their project, which will they do it for namesake. But at least there is no time limit. If you want to start your journey, this is the right time. Because that is the reason you are here. Right? Why did we all come here? What do you want to learn? What do you want to learn? What do you mean by entrepreneurship? Is it only the entrepreneurship you are going to learn here? Have you heard the term entrepreneurship? Yes, ma'am. What does it mean? So you can propose different solutions even in the company where you are working. So I would say this IDE Bootcamp is not limited only for the entrepreneurs. It is for all those who want to innovate and propose solutions which somebody is there to admire and accept. That should be our thought process. Right? Attending boot camp, waiting for the buses to go, that should not be our thought process. Let us understand why we are here. Why government is spending so much of money on us? Because it believes that you young minds can make the change. Yes or no? Am I speaking the truth? Yes? So you are the future of India. You are the innovators of India. That is what I said. The first statement what I made is what? We are in, I used two words. What are they? Vasudhaika Kutumbam. Right? We are in a Vasudhaika Kutumbam. Why I call it as Vasudhaika Kutumbam? Because India is multilingual, multicultural country. Right? And I said, we have to develop our house. What is our house here? It is Bharat. Right? And have you heard about Made in India mission? What does that mean? We don't want to import anything. We want to create for ourselves and make it sustainable by 2047. That is our vision. Unless and until each one of us here are aligned with that vision, we will not be able to achieve. Yes or no? Right? So hope you all are with me for next 45 minutes. Yes? Can I see that enthusiasm? Yes. Very nice. Thank you so much. So now Shyam sir will handle design thinking principles. This will help you to understand how you can pick your problem statement. Go back to the platform. There are 17 SDGs displayed. Go through them. Choose one good problem statement which is aligned with either industry or any of the sustainable goals, right? And then start your journey from there. That is your good start. Fine? Are you all with me? Can I have your cooperation? Very nice. Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
So, whatever the mistake that you have done, now what are the mistake you people have done. So, ma'am has clearly said that, so the snacks packet or the snacks box, so, I mean, snacks box is to be prepared for your friend actually. So, without asking your friend, you started designing it in different ways. So, you have used, so, entire your creativity, innovation, expertise, everything, and you have made some beautiful snacks packets, but you didn't consider the requirement of your friend for whom you are designing. The same thing is happening with the projects also, or when you are participating in different hackathons. There is one particular product, Juicero, Juicero. Did anyone heard about it? Juicero product, Juicero, Juicero product. So it is developed by a US firm. So what they made is, they were very good at IoT, Internet of Things. I mean controlling the devices. So with the help of the mobile. So they were very good at that particular technology. And then what they did is, so they came up with a beautiful product and said that, so a juice machine, they have come up with a juice machine which can be operated with the help of a mobile. And they started pitching that, so this particular juice machine, you need not cut any fruits. Just you buy our packets. Suppose if you want apple juice, buy this particular packets and then keep these packets in the juice machine. And then after that you can operate it with your mobile. Just press on that. Then so the mixer will do everything and it will pour juice into the glass. So that is the pitching that was made by the team. So the Juicero team. And they have successfully so pitched it. They got good investors also, investing amount also. And they ran the company for about few years. And in one particular interview, the founding person or else the member of that Juicero, he said that, so the idea is that, so they need to purchase, the consumer need to purchase one particular juicer machine. So, which was around 30,000-40,000 like that, approximately some 50,000, let us say 50,000. 50,000 is only for juice machine. And then, so the packets needs to be we need to go for subscription of packets, juice packets. So order packets every month. Let us say that we want some mango juice, and we will be taking subscription for some 10 packets every month. Now we need to place that particular packet into this particular machine, and then we can operate it with the help of a mobile phone. And what happened is, so first the people started saying that, so it is only for the rich people, so who can invest 50,000, 60,000 like that, and who can go for subscription of this particular packets every month. Then what happened is, in one particular interview, so the founding person of that particular juicer, he said that, so the packet which is there, juice packet which is there, so it can be pressed with hands also. You can extract the juice out of the packet by pressing with your hands also directly. We need not keep it in juice machine. Even if we press it with our hands also, then we can squeeze the juice out of it. So he said it openly. And after that, so sales down and then so everything gone down and the company got shut down. So when they started this juicer, so they thought that, so the first time the juice machines, they were not being controlled by the IoT devices, so it will be an excellent product to launch into the market and most of the people will buy it. Yes, it happened for initial few years. But after that, when the people came to know that, so it is nowhere useful actually, it is not useful. And also it is expensive, it is targeted only at a few customer base. So everyone, so they were not affording so too much price on that particular juice machine, so it got down actually, and eventually it got shut down also. So there again the problem is the same thing. So they didn't cared for the people. So they didn't took the consideration of the requirements of the people. So all those things. The same the case with the snacks packet also. And most of the cases it happens with participation in Smart India Hackathon and different competitions also. We start designing and developing. So in those 5 steps actually, design thinking steps, which starts with empathize, then after that defining the problem statement. So the first 2 are not related to solution. First is so empathizing, and the next one which is there is so defining. And then after the third step comes your ideation. Then you will be starting, you will start brainstorming or else interviews or else one-to-one interactions, then we'll start thinking about idea, how to solve that particular issue, how to solve that particular problem. Then after that, the fourth step is the prototype, and the next is test. Most of the time, most of us will be spending our time on ideation, prototyping. Those 2 things, ideation and prototyping. So we'll be most bothered about those things only. And mostly about in these 2 again, ideation and prototype, we'll be spending our time on prototyping. Prototyping, we'll be developing a prototype. A prototype need not be hardware, it can be a software also. Whatever the app which we are developing, website which we are developing, so that also comes under the prototype. So now the thing is that, so we need to focus more, not on this ideation of prototype, we need to focus more on the first 2 steps also. Empathizing and defining. Now the empathizing is that, so who is my user, what matters to this person? So who is my user and what matters to this person? We need to get answers for this. So we need to assume, we need to consider ourselves in the shoes of the others. So we need to look into the lens of the other people, not ours. So since if I am very good at AI coding, if I am very good at app design, no, I should not develop a product immediately on app and launch it into the market. No, it may not work out. It may work out initially. It may get shortlisted for hackathons or competitions, may get funding in the initial phase also, but in the long run, it will not sustain. So it may get shut down. So that's the reason we need to focus more on the first step, which is empathizing. So identifying the problem. Now again, so the problem you should not identify based upon the sustainable development goals which are there. 17 sustainable development goals are there, which it starts with health, food, education. So smart cities, everything, life on earth, life on water. So everything will be there. Now first thing is try to figure out the problem which you came across by your observation. Maybe with the help of your parents or your relatives or your friends or a junior, seniors. So somewhere in direct form or indirect form, you need to come across that particular problem and you need to observe it and you need to experience. The experience in the sense, it may not be personal experience, so it may be experience of the other people and you may get influenced by that also. So you need to identify the problem, so based upon this, and then you need to look into the people who are facing that particular problem, what exactly their problem is. Is that particular problem really existing? Can we solve that particular problem? Then after that, once the problem is identified, so we need to invest considerable amount of time in this particular step itself, the first step itself. So one particular lady, so a student of class 8 or class 9, so you might have come across her. So the case with the laundry or its iron box shops, so still the people are using coal. Most of the laundries, so laundries, not the highly sophisticated laundries, the basic, so iron shops, iron carts. So they are still using the coal. Now she proposed, instead of using the coal, why can't we use solar panels on that particular small cart which is there, so mobile cart is there. So on that, instead of coal, why can't we use iron box which works on solar panels? So now that is not a big innovation, so not completely novel, but it is required. That is need of the hour. So actually, it worked out actually. In a similar way, you can also identify. You need to identify the problems which are there in the society first, and then for that, so we need to figure out a solution. And then after that, after empathizing, it's just defining. So what are their needs? So we need to define the problem very clearly. Now mostly we say that when we are developing some product, so who are your customers? Who is your customer base? Then we will say that whoever is having mobile phone, whoever is having internet, all are my customers. Everyone can use of my solution. No, it doesn't happen. Again, you need to narrow down. You need to identify the people, target people. So you need to narrow down. So narrow down, and you need to customize it based upon the specific requirements of the people. So you should not say that, so this particular solution which I am proposing, or you should not say that, so this is a problem which is faced by everyone across the world. So I will be designing an app for everyone across the world. No. So you need to identify the problem which is faced by the people. See, the problem which we have identified in one particular geographical location may not be existing in the other location. So across India also, again in Telangana also, or else in other states, so one particular geographical location may have some advantage and disadvantages. So based upon that, so the problem varies. So defining the problem. So once the definition is done, then is ideation, brainstorming, and then so one-to-one interactions, multiple interactions. Then a team which is there. So 3 members team. Here in our bootcamp, what we are doing is we are forming a team of maybe 3 or 4 students per team. But in reality, suppose if your team size is 20 to 30 people, then you need to take confidence of every people and you need to start interacting on that. So this is a problem which is being faced with multiple people. Now how to solve it? Now one particular problem is that, so this can be a problem actually. The rise in cesarean deliveries, C-section deliveries among women. So actually, so WHO says that the number should be around less than 14% C-section deliveries. So the normal deliveries rate has been reducing, and whenever the women, so pregnant women, they are going, and mostly the doctors are advising, or is the women itself or the families, they are going for C-section delivery. So it is increasing at a rate of around 30%, 40% like that. And in metropolitan cities, mostly 60 to 70% will be finding out so that better C-section delivery itself. Now this is one particular problem. This is only problem, this is not solution. This is a problem that we have identified. And this needs to be supported by some statistics also. Factual statistics. We should not imagine, we should not sit in a chair and we should not imagine that, yes, most of the people might be facing this particular problem. No. So it should be supported by some facts. So facts may be the statistics of Indian Medical Association, or as the WHO, or as some government reports and all. And now based upon that, so we need to validate whether it is really existing or not. So validation with the real people who are there. So we'll ask our parents, our relatives and everyone, and we'll check whether the issue is reality or not. We'll check whether it is happening or not. Then after that, so the phase of ideation. Now your team will set and your team starts discussing how to bring a solution for this. So should we go for a surgical solution or a non-surgical solution? Surgical solution, do we have doctors in our team? If there are doctors, can we go for that particular solution? No, we don't have any doctors in our team. Then we go for non-surgical solution, like some developing an app and then so giving some feedback, suggestions for the matter. So pregnant women from time to time, such that the risk of C-section reduces effectively. So that may be one of the solution. Now the team should start on this, and few other people may suggest some other ideas in your team. So we need to look into the possibility, technical expertise of the team, financial viability, and all these better things needs to be taken into consideration. Now the ideation phase got completed. Next is prototyping. So prototyping is not. So now you have a discussion among our team. Now if we want to represent this particular idea to someone else who is sitting outside, so we need to picturize it in the form of a drawing, or as a working model prototype, or as some 3D model. So that's what the prototype is. So now we'll show that particular prototype. Now the prototype will have some limited features. It may not have all the features. It starts with the POC, and all the prototypes which we are doing in this hackathon, or mostly 80% are only proof of concepts. Proof of concepts only. So we won't get into minimum viable product or else a prototype which is at higher level. So mostly we will be working on proof of concepts only, whether it is IoT based or else whether it is a software app or something else. Proof of concept prototype we will be making. Now this POC will show it so to the person who is in lead, or else to the investor, or else for the jury panels. We'll show it to them. They will give us some feedback and they will ask you to remodify those features. Again, we'll be working on that particular features, and we'll do something. We'll consider few recommendations, and few recommendations we may not be possible to implement in our prototype. We'll leave them. So once it is done, so it is an iteration process. We'll do it, we'll modify, and again we'll go back to the jury panel, or else the customers, or else the investor. We'll show them, and again we'll modify. So like that, we'll try to fine tune the product. Now once it is done, once the prototype is done, so next we'll increase it, and such a way that we'll move up to MVP level. So minimum viable product. Minimum viable product is the one which will have the most of the features, not the complete functionality. Suppose a layout is there, a venture is there, and there are 100 houses to be built in that particular venture. Now what the real estate owner or the contractor or the builder, what he does is, so he will build one particular house, one particular independent house. And he'll say that, so you can come and you can see so how it is done. And also that particular house may not have the full, it may not be fully furnished, it may not have interiors, or it may not have windows and everything. So model he will be building, that's it. That's one of the minimum viable product. So there, if you are the customer, you can go there and you can see the size of the independent house, you can experience how it is there, how the bedroom is there, kitchen is there, and whether it is a 2 floors or a single floor, and so everything can be done. So that is a minimum viable product. And then, so we'll pitch this particular minimum viable product, so to the final investor or the jury member, then we'll be getting it fully funded. Once we receive fund, we'll include all the features in that, and we'll go for the commercial market. And after the minimum viable product, so the test phase is the way we come across the final product. And for releasing the final product again, so before releasing it, so we'll go for multiple testings. Once multiple tests are done, then finally, after getting certifications and all, proper certifications from the recognized agencies, then we'll launch our product into the market. So these are the design thinking steps which we need to follow. So why we need to follow these design steps? Already we are participants of Smart India Hackathon. We are winners of Smart India Hackathon also. We know how to build a prototype. We know everything. But again, why we need to follow all these steps? So the only purpose is so to ensure that there will be less probability of failure. We can't say that if you follow all these particular steps, 100% there will be success of your startup. No. So all these are measures to reduce the failure probability, failure percentage of your startup. Say this. So these are some things which are added, additional features actually. Additional features which are added to the product. The first one is Induleka, so oil. What they have done, they have placed a small comb actually. So from that we can insert oil properly into the head. They will say that so the oil will reach the root of the hair. So if you use that. And the second one, so face wash. Face wash. Before closing the session, we'll close it in next 10 to 15 minutes. Now let us do this. If you have a pen, paper, and anything on that, so if you are carrying any paper or white sheet, just open that and create this better empathy map. Try to create this better empathy map.
They have their books, they can do it.
Yeah, so you have books, right? You can open those books and you can write it on that. So this is a workshop. This is not a regular class, conventional class. You need to interact. So we need to do something and then so we need to complete the 5 days program.
Please fill that in your scribbling pads that are given to you. You have
No.
already done your problem statement in SIH, right? It is aligned with that. So can you do this activity? Let them revamp what they have done. See, you all have participated in SIH. You have done some problem statement or maybe aligned with your project, whatever you have done. Can you fill this table based on where you have spent more of your time?
So try to fill this table. Everyone, not only the team leaders, so every one of you can fill this particular table.
You have your own understanding, right?
So understanding people, so we explored well. So if it is just tick or wrong. So if you have done it, you can take that particular column. We explored a little, we did not explore. So wrong. Define real problem. So have you define it and building solution, testing ways. Yes, please, quick. We'll ask someone randomly will give you mic and you can say that what you have done.
volunteer can help taking the other mic. If somebody wants to tell where you have spent, please raise your hands. We'll come and you can speak. I think morning we heard that there is also one SIH winner. Is that person here? Is that team here? SIH winner. Winner team. No? How many of you are aware of this 17? Anybody completed previous table? Yes. Volunteer, where is the mic? Here. Can you share the mic? Yeah, you can disappear. So is there anyone who can talk on this table who have break? Somebody said yes.
Anyone?
tell your problem statement on which you have worked and how you have justified those things.
So we have actually built, our prototype as well, but our problem statement was mainly dealing with LPG gas leakage. We were solving the detection and the protection problem. So regarding the first part, which was understanding the people, so this idea was already there probably in the field, and this Rishabh's idea, so one of our team members' idea. So since it was a pre-existing idea, we probably did not dwell into the understanding people part. We could have done a little more field research maybe. So we explored a little, that was our taking on it. And the next one is defining a real problem. According to us, we actually conducted a survey too, and with the survey results, it was actually a genuine concern for a lot of people. And so for that, we explored well. And the third one is building a solution. We have a prototype which is almost in the working stage, so I think we explored a little in that part. And testing, we still did not test it on real LPG gas cylinders, so that will be exploring a little too.
Very good. Any other team who can speak on their problem, what they have chosen?
Any other team?
See, we should be confident enough on talking what we have done, right? Let it be wrong. Nobody is there. We all are learners. Even we are learners along with you, right?
Hello everyone, myself Nishchay Gupta. I am the solo founder of Islay Naturals. So, let me start with defining real problem. As we all know that India is a diabetic capital of the world, and we Indians love sweets. Without sweets we can't live. So because of this, many Indians can't enjoy sweetness without any guilt. So in this area we have explored well. Then we have built a solution by building a natural alternative to sugar, that is monk fruit sweetener, which tastes exactly like sugar but without any harmful effects of sugar, so that diabetes can enjoy sweetness without any guilt. So in this area also we have explored well. Understanding people, we have communicated with many types of people, including diabetic, pre-diabetic, and health conscious people who are athletes and gym goers, etc. And testing phase, we have tested our product on the basis of multiple parameters like taste, then nutritional analysis. We have talked to doctors, nutritionists regarding this. So in this area also we have explored well. Thank you very much.
So good approach.
Good, nice.
But one small suggestion, when you are exploring your customer's base, because sweets is something which is across all age groups, so even that should be included. And second thing is, when you are testing, there should be a proper metric.
Yes.
We cannot say taste is a metric.
Taste is not a metric. Yeah.
Right? So you have to choose the appropriate metrics in order to test your things.
We have tested on the basis of calories, how many calories per serving, then total sugar, added sugar, then we have fat.
Yeah.
Under this we have monosaturated fat and multiple things.
Good. Very nice. Anybody else?
Very good evening to everyone. I am Innovatoin. I am the proud founder and CEO of my product Podmax. Podmax is actually a vending machine designed for medicines and OTC medicines to be basic. About the understanding people part, I first founded this idea as a customer viewer point. Just a small example. When I was traveling from Bombay to Pune by road, like a public transport bus, I needed some medical supplements, but I couldn't find any medical as such over there at the food mall. So I had an idea that if there was a medical facility at the food malls or such thing, like something in handy for OTC medicines or anything, menstrual products or a simple ORS packet, that would be a lot helpful for the people traveling by road or even railways. The railways don't have that much of medical facilities in general. So understanding people part, we have excelled in our understanding people part and defining the problem. And The third is building the solution. There is one more USP that we have approached is overdosage. Most of the online pharmacies that provide medicines, they don't have instant deliveries. And second is they provide medicines in bulk. So we have tackled with the part of overdosage, and we are making medicines only for 3 uses. And we are using medicines that come without regulations and don't need that much of legalities to work with. So we are in the stage that we are finding medicines that don't need prescription of a specific doctor or pharmacist, so that we can sell it in our machine itself and place it. Now for the testing part, we have designed a digital prototype of the machine where we are not going to be displaying the medicines. Instead, there is going to be a screen which can be customized for IT parks, shopping malls, and public footfall places, high public footfall places in general. And for that, we are going for approach of fundings for our MVP building. So yeah, we have not tested yet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other? You didn't hear what these 3 people have said? You heard? Then where is big round of applause? See, founders will always stand out, right? So we should appreciate them, because tomorrow you also need appreciation when you do something great. Yes or no? Yes? Yes, ma'am. Good.
We should never hesitate in appreciating other people. So now
Best quality
Hi.
anybody can have.
the next is this one. Let us do this. Let us spend some 5 minutes on this, 5 to 10 minutes on this. So this is empathy map, and now we request everyone to fill this again. So describe the persona. The persona is nothing but the final customer. You can assume yourselves as customers also. Customers of any one particular product or service. So you can say that it is for a female or male aged between some 16 to 25 or 20 to 30, like that. And then exact the need. Suppose if wallet is one particular need, wallet. So what is the need of that particular wallet? So to keep money, credit cards, and some visiting cards, etc. So that is need. But desires, it should be thin, it should be slim, and it should have some additional features, like, so there should be separate separate racks, separate shelves or whatever we call it. So to keep money or to keep wallets, to keep cards, so everything. And also it should be water resistant, desired. Then frustration. What is the frustration with the existing wallet that is heavy, bulky, or so it may not be easy to carry, so like that. So challenges in the final product which you are expecting. So this may be challenges. So like this, you can assume anything, a service or a product, whatever it may be, and fill it on your paper. Now you need to think as a customer, not as a founder, or not as from the industry point of view. You need to assume yourselves to be a final user of a product. Don't go for imagination. Think of the products which are already you're using. Think of the items which are frustrated already, which are making you frustrated everyday basis. Write about the services or the items which you have been using regularly and you are getting frustrated in using that, and you can explain about that. Customer. Yes. Now here what I am saying is, you yourselves imagine yourselves as the customers. Think about the most frustrating thing happened to you yesterday or day before yesterday or in the last week, and then write about it in the paper. That's it. You are not allowed to write anything on today's IDE Bootcamp. We expected IDE Bootcamp to finish by 3 o'clock only. We are getting frustrated. We are not having proper food. Not about today's event. Yesterday and before that. Non-veg not provided. Veg is not good. Hospital is not good. Pillows are not good. Curtains are not good. But not about that. Anything happened which happened in the past. Anyone? Yes.
Production is
Needs are basic requirements of the product. The product should fulfill that particular thing. Desires additionally. If it is there, it may be good. Anyone ready with empathy map? From this row? Anyone? Last rows. Anyone ready? With empathy map, like a table, 4 columns are there, right? So now, for identifying these designs, challenges, so that one. You want to see? Right, so the next thing is, see, when you are creating venture, so whatever the problem that you have identified, not the solution, first is problem. Now whatever the problem that you have identified, that problem need to be interlinked with any of the sustainable development goal which is given. So United Nations, they have classified this particular sustainable development goals. You can browse and you can get it from internet, so it's not a big deal. So 17 sustainable development goals, and also they have given clear guidance also. By 2030 we need to achieve these things and these things. So every problem which is there on the globe, each and every problem which is of serious concern or whether it is of very less concern, everything will be covered in this particular 17 sustainable development goals. So it starts with the no poverty, then hunger, good health and well-being, etc. and etc. So now don't choose the sustainable development goal and then start working on the problem. No, so that is not advised. So sir, the sustainable development 4 is very good, sir. Quality education. I will start working on quality education. So that should not be the case. So first identify a problem, and then if your problem is related to sustainable development goal 4, then you explore it so in a proper way. So what exactly are the challenges in that? So how many people are there, how many competitors are there, and what about the market size of that particular sustainable development goal. So now tomorrow, so first thing is we want everyone to onboard onto the platform, and there are some technical issues. Few people have raised some issues and we didn't resolve them yet. And for all the people who didn't get invites, so we have tried to send it for everyone, and still there are students, we'll send them also. And apart from that, there are few technical issues of couple of students. We'll try to resolve them also. So once it is done, once the onboarding of all the students is done, so the next is, as ma'am has said, so you need to create ventures. You will find a venture journey tab. So you need to complete that particular venture journey. So after completion of that particular venture journey by each and every student, so after completion of venture journey, one particular team lead will be creating a venture. So the name of the startup and some logo. So logo you can use AI or you can get it from Google. So the logo which is more relevant to your product, and name of the product, and then which area does it comes under? Does it comes under healthcare or else food industry, food and beverages, or under which category does it falls? So you need to identify that. So venture needs to be created by the team lead. Once it is done, so the team lead will add his teammates. So that is how it needs to be done. So tomorrow before we come to the class, we need to complete these tasks. One is onboarding onto the platform by each and every student, and then after that, so the creation of a venture by the team lead, and the team lead itself needs to add his team members. So these things, and we'll continue with the tomorrow's session. 180 onboarded. Still 50 students are there. Once again we are reiterating that, so it is mandatory to get onboarded onto the platform.
If anyone has not received mail, let them.
If anyone, see, venture creation and then pitching on the platform is mandatory. Then only you will be getting the certificate from both AACD Bootcamp and also from the Vadvani Foundation. If you didn't get onboarded, you won't be in a position. So to include your name in that particular team. So it is not possible. So that's the reason multiple times almost we have spent half day on that itself, onboarding the platform. So 50 students still they need to enroll. So they may wait here and they may get their onboarding done. So then only, they'll leave. Or else, so if we proceed with this, if your name is not there, we won't be in a position to help you people in the next 4 days also. So you may not get certificates for completion of this course as well. So that is one particular thing. Ma'am, remaining one and remaining one.
Yeah, those who have not done the registration.